Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is, what's up, Vocab? I just got a call from Elder Apostle Tar, and he was telling me about, certain things he does, certain days, listens to certain things, and he asked me about this guy, Kirk Franklin. I mean, I know who Kirk Franklin is, but I didn't know the whole situation with him and his son. And he was telling me that this guy, Kirk Franklin, when his son, him and his son are fighting right now, going back and forth with each other and cursing each other out. And the reason, and Elder Apostle told me that this guy, Kirk Franklin, molested his son, when he was younger. So if that's the case, then as the apostle was telling me, how come Vocab ain't jumping on that and cursing so-called, a fellow Christian out, and getting on them about doing such foul, filthy acts, But just like the apostle said, he said, if that would have been Nate, that would have did something like that. Just using Nate as an example, not that he did anything like that, but his son had split and left the truth, and he had made a statement about it. So he was just using that as an example, as if, what if it would have been found out that the reason why Nate's son left was because Nate actually molested him, which he didn't. Like I said, it's just hypothetical. Vocab, as soon as he would have found out about that, he would have jumped all over that, because it's a Hebrew Israelite, and that's why he would have jumped all over it. But here it is, when it comes to these different acts that these Christians are doing, he has nothing to say about that. I mean, they murder people, they're homosexuals. I don't think I ever heard him say anything about Eddie Long, or Eddie Thong, as some brothers call him. He's never held any so-called Christian accountable for the wicked deeds that they do. But the moment somebody even hints that they might be a Hebrew Israelite and they do certain things, he jumps all over it. You know what that's called? That's called hypocrisy. The scriptures speak about that in the book of Romans, the 2nd chapter, where it speaks about, thou inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judges another, for wherein thou judgest, thou doest the same things. So here it is, you got these hypocrites in the so-called Christian church, plantation Christianity, doing wicked shit that they're judging other people for. And so as Vocab Malone is supposed to be a so-called apologist, a so-called defender of the Christian faith, or defender of whatever they're defending. And he never says anything about any of these Christians when they do wicked shit. Because at the end of the day, what they do is they condone what these other so-called Christians do, because they teach that the law is done away with. And it's funny, because I just did a video earlier dealing with that, about the law and how the law is not done away with, but that we're saved through faith. But they'll use the so-called laws done away with card to justify their wickedness. So Elder Pastor said he's going to do a lesson video, when he gets back to the house. He's doing some runs right now. As soon as he gets back, he said he's going to jump all over it, and I'm pretty sure other brothers are going to follow suit, because this poison that's been swept under the rug, inside joke, but this hypocrisy has to stop. If you're going to hold somebody accountable for their actions or something that you deem to be wicked against the scriptures, it's your fault for everybody. Because here at Great Millstone, if a so-called Christian does something, we're going to get on them. A so-called Baptist does something, we're going to get on them. And even if a Hebrew Israelite does something against the law, we're going to get on them. So we're not hypocrites. We tell it like it is. That's why we're called the worst group ever. We're hated the most, because like the scriptures say, they hate him that rebuketh at the gate. So what's up, Vocab? Why you ain't saying anything about your man Kirk Franklin? Just like Sarnetta wasn't saying nothing about Africa being blue toes. You know, and everybody know that that dude was a flamer. But here it is, he was talking, Sarnetta was talking shit about the Israelites, about this, that, and the other. But when that whole thing came out about Africa Bambaataa being a child molester, nobody said nothing. And they kind of like fell back from the Hebrew Israelite thing for a little while, you know. So what's up, Vocab? You know, when you're going to address your fellow Christian, well-known individual in the gospel world, in the so-called Christian world, that he was molesting his son. So what's up? Why you ain't gonna say nothing about that? Why you ain't gonna speak about that? But at any time a Hebrew Israelite even, you know, farts the wrong way, you're all over them, you know. I mean, right now you're still on hiatus, you know, you're in the cave somewhere, probably the same cave that Osama bin Laden was in, you know. But I know every once in a while you'll post videos, and once you come out of that dungeon, wherever it is you're at, you know, you're gonna start your bullshit again against the Hebrew Israelites. So what's up, Vocab? When you're gonna address the issue with your man Kirk Franklin and him molesting his son, you know, and all the stuff that's going on right now, dealing with that situation in the so-called Christian community? You gonna say something about that, or you gonna keep your mouth quiet like you always do when it comes to anything dealing with your side of the fence, you know? All right, so I just wanted to say a few words on that. Like I said, Elder Pastor said he's gonna do a live, I'm sorry, not a live, he's gonna do a lesson on it as soon as he gets home. And I'm pretty sure other lessons are gonna follow, you know? So this hypocrisy that the Christian community is pushing out there gotta stop, you know? So what's up, Vocab? So with that, I'll say shalom.